Hey people, this is not a tutorial, let me say that straight up. This is just an explanation of why I replaced the YouTube editor with this program, which is difficult to get to say. It's not Shotcut, it's Shotcut. It's been around for a while. It has a lot of tutorials out on it, and it does operate according to the operating system that you're running on. So this is Windows 8.1, so it looks like a Windows program, but if it was running on a Mac, which I have no experience with, it would look like an application that runs on a Mac. So you have to, look for tutorials that work with your particular operating system. Otherwise, you just, get used to hearing it described other ways. The editor, the tutorials from the developers, he's running it on some kind of Unix or something, so it's totally foreign looking. And when he says encode on my machine, you can see it up there on the top, the last item. On my machine it shows up as export, but for him it shows up as encode. So you just have to, get used to these little bit of differences, but otherwise it works the same, and there are advantages over the YouTube editor. Right there you see that I'm not going to save the whole project because I'm just saving parts of it. And over on the right hand side you see when the jobs are done. I cut that down really short, so it's going pretty fast, but as soon as that job finishes, then the program that just got saved, the video that just got saved, will be available for use to start over again, to edit again. At the end of this video, you'll see a couple of the clips that I cut down and used here from two different cameras, just to see how that one's from a phone camera, and then the widescreen one that's on there now is from the Samsung F20, F200, F20, F200. I can't remember the name of anything these days, but it's a regular camcorder type thing. But of course, the phone has a LED light on it, which helps to do video when it's not very bright. There you see I just pulled those three clips into the, they call that the playlist. Down below, the part that I left open is the timeline. And that's what I'm going to use when I finish this voiceover. I'm going to open the timeline and I'm going to put the second clip as an audio clip. So I'll have two tracks, one with the video that you're watching up there now that's being edited, and the other one will be just an audio track. And even though those videos there have audio on them, that's just going to get overwritten. That'll be turned off, and the only audio you'll hear is what you're hearing now, just this voiceover. Now that part, when you see the last three videos at the end, that's not going to be there with the dog in it. He's going to be cut out. And all you're going to see at the end is the part with the leaves in the field. So this program is as easy to use as the YouTube editor once you get used to it. Plus you don't have to wait for all the upload time. Just put it on your desktop, whatever you're going to edit, and you can do them one at a time, and you can have as many laying around there without going back to the video manager in YouTube. So even though the change isn't fun sometimes, in this case it's actually for the better, because, well, the screenshot here comes from Screen Hunter 6, which is always useful to be able to do a video capture, but to be able to do a voiceover, it probably could have been done in the YouTube editor, but I never got around to doing it because it's too many files to be messing with, and it would have had to go on as a music clip on the bottom, and I don't know that it even would have done that. So this can get confusing here because I try to take the mouse over things, and obviously I can't because this is a video that we're watching. So there's a couple more minutes of this part while I keep putting these pieces together. And and then there will be a point where the program crashes. But it does auto-save, so when it does crash and you reopen it, you can get kind of back to where you started at. I don't know exactly how it does that, because now that I could save that and then reload that, it's XML LTE, I think it's called, which is one thing you do have to be careful of when you're saving files. When you want to save a video as an MP4, which you'll want to add, you'll actually have to type it in that way with MP4s. Again, on my machine, I have to type the MP4 because it doesn't automatically show up. But if you go up to the left side there and save file, then you're going to get the XML XLT file, and that's what the program itself, what the Shotcut uses to actually handle the files, and you can't view that as a video. It's not that kind of a file, so don't get confused by that if you go with this program. Now this is actually to open videos. This isn't the XML XLT. This is the real videos coming in again. And of course, like everything else, it comes with experience. It's, you know, putting videos in and doing the editing. With experience, it'll go a lot faster. But for now, learning curves suck, but that's life. Now there's the crash. And it shuts down. Hey people, this is just a sample of the video from the Samsung F90 HD camera with my voiceover, without the voiceover. We'll shoot the field and see if it looks much different. We are heading into fall here, but so far there's a few leaves down, but not a lot of color. Alright, people, this is video from the new phone. Well, new to me. Well, new phone, but old model. This is a Samsung Galaxy J2 Prime.